Welcome to Glacier National Park. When George Bird Grinnell found this area in northwest Montana back in the late 1800s, he called this the crown of the continent. We started our day at the St. Mary's Visitor Center, and then we went to visit St. Mary's Lake. It is the second largest lake in Glacier National Park, but it is about 1,500 feet higher in altitude than Lake McDonald, which is the largest lake. After visiting the lake, we went around the southern part of Glacier National Park on Highway 2 and then stopped at the Apgar Visitor Center. These are the Red Jammer buses that people have been taking tours of Glacier National Park since 1936. We got on our Red Jammer bus tour, and the first place we visited was Lake McDonald. As I mentioned, this is the largest lake in Glacier National Park and has a depth of 472 feet. On the north end of the lake is McDonald Lodge. This is a lodge that was built in 1913 and first opened for business in 1914. It has a 3-story main lobby, and there are 82 guest rooms. When this lodge was built, the only way to get there was by boat, and so the front of the lodge faces Lake McDonald. So now when people visit by car, they come up to the back of the lodge. Along the grounds there are many cabins and different places you can stay. After visiting this beautiful historic landmark, we then got back on our Red Jammer bus tour and headed for the number one attraction of Glacier National Park, and that is the Going to the Sun Road. The Going to the Sun Road was started in 1921 and construction was completed in 1932. And in 1933, it was dedicated. It is about 50 miles long, and it is one of the most difficult roads in North America to snowplow. It can have over 80 feet of snow at the top of Logan Pass. Because of the numerous hairpin turns along this road, no cars over 21 feet are allowed, and this is the only road that crosses the park from east to west. Because of that, we had to leave our Winnebago Travada at the Visitor Center as we took our bus tour. The day we visited was very rainy, cold, and overcast, but we still had a great first day at Glacier National Park. Welcome to Glacier National Park Day 2. The first day we did the park's number one attraction, which is Going to the Sun Road. It is the only road that connects the east and west side of the park, and it was an amazing experience driving this road. But after you do that, you have to do some hikes in Glacier National Park, and that is what we did. The first hike we did on the morning of Day 2 was the Johns Lake Loop. It is this loop that runs along a river that comes down from the mountains of Glacier National Park, and it was a beautiful hike. After walking along the river for some time, we ventured into the forest, and the forest just looked like a fairy tale. From different spots you could see the mountains, and then at other times you were heading into the lush green areas of the forest. It was an amazing walk, and I enjoyed it immensely. We met a friend along the way. We saw this deer, and it followed us for actually about a quarter of a mile, and it wasn't too afraid to get close to us. That was quite an amazing experience. After our long morning hike, we worked up quite an appetite, and so we decided to head back into Apgar Village. We ate at Eddie's Cafe, and that is where I was first introduced to huckleberry. We ordered a huckleberry cobbler, and from that moment, I think my life changed. From that point on our trip out west, every time we found anything with huckleberry, we had to try it. After walking along the shore of Lake McDonald for a while and looking at the beautiful scenery, we decided to take another hike. This time we did the Sperry Trail, and the first several miles of this hike were all uphill. And as we passed many hikers coming down the hill, we realized that everyone is cocky on the way down. So we decided to come down with the same attitude as well. After that, we headed back to Lake McDonald for our afternoon lake cruise. We took a tour of Lake McDonald, which is the largest lake in Glacier National Park. It is approximately 10 miles long and over a mile wide and has a depth of 472 feet. Lake McDonald is at an elevation of 3,153 feet and is on the west side of the Continental Divide. Next stop, Yellowstone.